and or whatever.
If he's actually
Okay,
outside.
not talking about that right now.
That is fine.
Can we get a seat real quick?
Yeah. I think
All right.
like we're hosting. We
So you
probably
guys-
better more down because it can be more.
Yeah.
staff.
You guys literally stumble out of this into the larger corridor. Pitch black. There is no light in here at all.
Ooh, so
Yeah,
I
I
weasel
can't-
my way in front because I can see 60 feet ahead.
Produce flames, so can't see shit.
Okay, there you go.
Just hold
Now
it.
you can see.
Yay!
And it is a familiar, yeah, it's a familiar hallway. As familiar as you can be since you were here for like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And you are in these tunnels now, alone.
Ooh.
Oh, that's good.
Do we still have our bird?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
What?
What happened to it when I was alive? Or, well, was it just in my mouth?
Well, hang on a second, let me see. No,
Just got absorbed.
you look down at the bird, and it is dead. Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, I believe that.
it must have
Yeah.
been, yeah, too much heat.
Nah.
Aw.
Sorry, little guy.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone? I mean,
I look over his shoulder and says, "Anybody gonna eat that?"
yeah, we should just have part of the animal. Like, I don't want it, but yeah.
Well, I really can't look over his shoulder. I look between his legs and I say, "Oh, I'm gonna eat that." I'm short.
Who's gonna grab it?
Look
find a hand
between
check.
his legs and say, "I'm gonna eat that."
Natural 20.
Ah!
Oh!
As you look at it, there's you like you look up, and you look back, and that bird is gone.
I also, on our way down through the mines, used Molder to like make little.
You did not say that.
Yeah, I did.
Did
I totally
you?
said that. Yeah, I said I'm gonna like Hansel and Gretel this. Like I'm marking our way
I
down
did not
so we can
remember that.
find out.
Oh yeah,
Other way
no, that's
I
real
totally
though.
did that.
I-
I did that.
Is it
Yeah.
Molder the cantrip?
Huh?
Yeah, I remember that. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
yeah, it's a cantrip.
told them. Yeah.
So yeah, I was like making a
Awesome.
little.
I'll
And where did you get this crazy
So-
battle mug?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean my critical roll? Would you like to rage mug? It's got a little like critical roll thing on the bottom,
Yeah.
and then underneath it's actually embossed that says how you want to do this.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Like Prime or something.
so yeah.
A mug like that.
I used my dark vision to
I'm
look
not
for
quite
all
on
the
Prime.
dings and things that I put in
Okay.
to help us get out.
And also made good berries so we can as we go.
Oh, yeah.
Who wants some good berries?
Me.
How many do you want?
Trigger kind of sits down. He's
Wait.
like, I'd like to rest.
You did?
For a
Yeah,
little
you have
while.
them a lot. I'll feed them a good berry.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah, yeah.
Good.
So are we resting?
How many do you need?
I am 15 out of 27.
Okay. So I'll make
Yeah,
20
let's
good
rest.
berries. Who wants to take up to 20 good berries? Everyone, if you want.
Okay.
So full.
But
I am
What?
up.
How much?
it's a 1 hit point per berry, so I just made 20. So
Oh, sweet.
you get 1 every 6 seconds. I think we were just walking.
Oh, while you're walking. Yeah, he's not that down. He's just tired. Like
Yeah.
short rest
Yeah.
would be really
We should
great.
probably like.
Let's get a little closer to the exit.
We have all those, fire dwarves of yours.
All right, yeah.
So,
Let's just let's
You
go
made
a little
20?
more.
Yeah. It's a little close. I mean, did it twice. You can. Yeah. So how many berries did you want?
I'm going to take 7 plus 5 is how much? 12.
Great. 8 berries left. Who wants 8 berries? You're not damaged.
Just
There's
hold
only
on to
3
it.
down.
Great. You get 3 berries.
I guess I'll take the other 5.
Sweet. I can make more if we want. I like berries.
Bears are good. All right, so he's full.
Yay. Good
I have
job.
0 key points, but I am up to
Run this belly.
100%.
You're kind of a beast, dude. Where were you with that dragon? I mean,
Well, you take 2
that
points if we
was
rest,
so
right?
good.
So,
Dragons are kind of scary.
Yeah. No, I think he did pretty good against the dragon.
Yeah, he did. considering
He's super carrying his
considering
weight.
he's only level 3.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn,
Yeah.
dude.
I
No.
wanna if I die, I want to duplicate Drugar's stats.
Right? Drogar.
I'm in the front. I can
Two.
still kind of see him. Like, hey guys, we're getting close. I can feel
Yeah.
it. You
He's
know,
got dark vision. He's
whatever.
following behind pretty easily.
And I say, I know we all want to rest, but
Let's get out of here.
let's get out of here and we can rest and examine this arm to see.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So it takes you a little while, probably a couple hours. You're just dragging the arm behind you.
Yes.
Okay, and as you're
Oh,
doing,
I'm helping carry it.
I guess I can turn into a bear. Or we got this?
Yeah.
There we
that
go.
sounds super heavy.
Okay, cool.
As you're doing that, about an hour in, you notice that your hands are getting kind of sticky. And you look down, and it's kind of turning into this weird black goo.
The flesh or everything?
Everything. It's just kind of melting.
No! I cradle the claw that I wanted in my hands as it goes
Do
around.
you want like the nails?
Yeah.
You want to try to pull them out?
Yeah!
Do a survival check for me.
Awesome!
Actually, do an Arcana check for me.
Okay!
Oh, can I help?
12.
Well,
I mean, are you better at
I'm
it?
+6, so I'm
Maybe
19.
I helped you. Yay!
okay. Yeah, you get 4 out of the 5.
Yes! Dibs! Okay,
Well,
that's
As the hand starts like just melting away.
Can we tell
So we each
anything
get
of the
a claw?
hand before it melted away? Was it like humanoid or
It was an arm.
like
Probably from, like, here down with-
serpenty or
No, it's just, like thick red skin.
okay. Go on.
Do an Arcana check for me.
You want to help him
Help.
again?
Yeah, you do it. I'll try helping.
Yeah.
Or
you
yeah,
help.
advantage.
yeah.
So roll
I have
Roll
19
again.
So.
just in case you get higher.
No,
So-
17 was higher.
So 17 plus
6.
23.
23. Yeah. Yeah. This is it's a devil. Like it's devil-ish. You kind of recognize like there's some whorls in the arm and stuff, like some magic kind of symbols, but they look like they were there the whole time. They don't look like they were burned there or anything. Yeah, I mean, that's basically all you can kind of get from this. I mean, from the fire plane, there's going to be devils.
Yeah, that's cool.
Just rather than-
I want a
Looking
double
for
claw.
souls.
I'm
Yeah,
happy with this.
I want one.
Yeah. Yeah, because I can't use metal, but I want a double claw stabby thing. Probably kill people with it, but
No, I have the devil and double torches stuck in my head.
Okay.
Oh.
same.
What is the password?
Double claw.
Good.
Lots of just kill them.
Ah, one heart. I'm just missing an arm. Ah, I'm sorry.
Welcome to the next level of RPG.
More minis.
Ooh,
Yeah.
what you get? Open that.
Wouldn't it be fun if it was an
Fire
actual
your
just devil's
addiction.
arm?
Well, there are 7 pirates in a box over there.
That's awesome.
When he first started, I was like, "Oh, this is not good." But now I'm like, "Yeah, he could have worse addictions."
Yeah, right?
Thanks.
What's that hungry
The whole
for?
friendly support is great.
There's like a kilo of coke in there. He's like,
no.
This is
Uh, they're not called Murlocs, but they're like AQC
Oh,
people.
yeah.
Oh,
Cool.
I can only get one, unfortunately, because I only had one. But it's supposed to be
totally
Pirate Captain. Pirate Captain.
Ooh.
All pre-painted, which is very nice.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Couple rat swarms.
Aw, Daddy.
Yeah. And
And kind of
the pièce de résistance, an on-keg.
Oh wow.
Whoa.
Cool.
Very nice. Sign off.
Oh
I
yeah.
think cockroaches be like that. Terrifying.
Yeah.
Right?
Wow.
Yeah, that thing's like
I mean,
15 feet
As soon
tall.
as I said it, I was like,
Yeah.
dude, just now.
I mean, they are smaller than it, right? All that shit is super terrifying. We're just on a larger scale.
Right. Okay, so as you're following up, the air starts to get a little bit fresher, not too much. You start smelling sweat in the air as well.
Yeah.
And up ahead, you hear metal hitting metal and shouting. Approaching, you see dwarves and Azer fighting, but the Azer don't seem to be putting up much of a fight. From a large tunnel to the left, you see dwarves running back and forth, replenishing their ranks and leading the tired and injured out.
Should we try brokering peace?
It doesn't look like that would be okay.
Okay.
Near the end of the tunnel, you see Lord Cardcron and his captains giving orders and receiving messages. Valak looks over and notices you and leaves the group. Well, my friends, congratulations. It seems you've done the impossible. The rift is closed, and we are all but finished here. The Azer have nowhere to run, and there are very few of them left to even fight.
Nice.
If you would like to accompany me, I will leave my captains to clean up, and we will head back to the manor to get some well-needed rest.
Yes, yes, please.
All right. So everybody piles into the
Our quadmobile.
yes,
buggy.
pretty much. Oh god, I totally forgot what they're called
Flavor
now.
cookies?
The carts, and they take you up and they dump you out on top, and you head back to the manor. I'm good right now. And yeah, and you get back to the manor. He says, I will take my leave of you," and heads into his office. A valet shows up and motions, "May I show you to your rooms?" It takes you to a couple of rooms upstairs. Explains to you that there are baths downstairs. If you need a bath,
Yes.
there are
Yes.
beds available. And please help yourself, get some rest, and we will have food sent up.
Nice.
Okay.
Alright.
Sweet. Long rest.
Yeah, are you gonna use the baths?
Yeah.
Yep. Baths.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll turn into some cute little aquatic creature. Or I don't. I
can't
think I
swim
technically
yet.
get swim speed.
Yeah.
I could turn into an octopus and not swim. Whatever. I'm still gonna do that. It's probably relaxing.
Probably because you can turn into an octopus. Oh, you can turn into an octopus,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you don't get the swim speed for it.
That's fine. It's probably comfortable.
Yeah. So yeah, well, so you get down there. It is not salt water. It is mineral
Oh
water.
god damn it!
You can smell the water, and it smells kind of minerally. Once you get in, though, it's nice and warm. It tingles on your skin. You can just feel the dirt and grime wash away. You're having everybody do a Constitution saving throw.
It's like when you use Dr. Bronner's on your balls.
Oh god.
8.
I rolled a 1. So that's a
Did you roll?
4.
12.
12. So you
Oh,
notice in your octopus form that your friends are starting to doze off in here. They are falling asleep, and you see Tatiana kind of start. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Ah! I try to swim over, but I can't swim.
But you
I
have-
want you to try.
But you have 8 arms, so you can like pick us up.
You can move underwater really well.
Yeah, I give a show. Have fun.
As you guys start to fall asleep. It's not super deep. You get underwater, you're just like, and you wake up choking.
that's
And they're
nice.
done that.
But y'all take a nice bath. You go upstairs. There's plenty of food. Meat, vegetables, nuts, berries, blah blah blah,
Yeah.
all that stuff. It's the berries and the vegetables and stuff are a little bit meager, being underground and being
Is there
closed
ale?
off from everywhere else. What?
Is there ale?
No, there is water.
But there's margaritas.
Okay.
But the valet is standing outside the door if you'd like to request some.
Yes, I would like to request some ale.
And he bows to you and comes back about 5-10 minutes later with like 4 large mugs of ale.
Nice.
And the screwdriver.
Oh, did you guys want anything?
Oh. I'll take a Chablis. I'm a little like stocky little monk. I'll take a rosé.
I'll have a Sauvignon Blanc, please.
You know, procure that for me.
Right.
I use Druidcraft to make little table arrangements kind of everywhere. And fruit, flower. You get flower. Fruit, flower.
So you guys celebrating with your ale?
Yeah.
Okay.
That went out really well, you guys.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I was
very surprised.
Kind of worried, yeah.
Very
I did
So
not think we were gonna make it through that.
yeah, it looked pretty dire. You see that arm thing? That's pretty cool. Yeah.
That was fun.
Now we have his nails. They're black. Are they
Can we
normally
make
black
anything
or
out
are
of
they
them?
painted black?
They're black.
Like regular.
Can we make
Yeah,
anything
they're
out of
like, so they start out like pitch black,
They
and
look
then
like
when they
evil
get to
claws.
the end, they kind of like,
They're ombre.
the color kind of fades a little bit and they get lighter, only because you can see that like some of them are chipped a little bit.
Ah. Good coke.
So later that evening, After you've rested a little bit, your valet Nox enters the room and bows to you. Lord Karkron would like to speak to you in the war room. Please follow me.
So we did a
Long rest.
yeah
It was more of a short rest.
short rest.
Really?
Yeah,
Aw.
Short.
yeah. He woke you up.
Before that happened,
It was kind of an afternoon already.
I made us all necklaces with the nails.
Yeah,
We all have souvenirs, 'cause there's 4 of them.
Nice.
I like that. Yeah, we really had to like schnazz up the place, right? We're probably getting medals too, so it's kind of a big thing.
Okay.
Oh, hit die. Wait a minute.
You didn't use any of your hit dice, so you're fine.
Recovery for key.
Yeah.
Maximum HP, so I can just reset the whole thing.
I'll just hit short rest at the top and then confirm it, and then it should reset what it needs to.
Use any of my hit dice.
Stop it.
Probably should have.
What?
You're missing health.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I'm up.
yeah, it's a D8. I'll use one hit die. It's 4. I'm 2 away.
Okay, so he escorts you down to the once study and opens the door and bows. Entering the room, you see that the war table has been removed, and a couple more desks have been arranged near the large one at the back wall. Large chairs have been set in front of the main desk. The valet moves to stand next to them and waits patiently. Valak looks up from his desk with tired eyes. He smiles at you warmly. Please sit, my friends. There is much to discuss. As you have heard, the Azer threat has been neutralized, and the orb is clean and safe, all thanks to you.
Oh,
We are safe for now. Corval is still out there and needs to be taken care of. There are 2 more orbs to be purified, and there are 2 more orbs to be purified for you to even reach him. Our mountain has been closed to the public for now. The upper 2 levels shall remain open, but we will only allow a small amount of trade. Only what is necessary to keep our people going for now. A good thing, we like to hoard our goods. You may rest here as long as you like. You are my guests. Anything, though meager it may be, is yours. He sighs and folds his hand under his chin. The elves may be able to help as well, but we have not heard from them in a while, except for the sending of Sylvanas. What we know, Sylvanas was one of the elves, the elf that you met during the discussion previous.
Yep.
What we know is that they have the whole of Singorn fortified and ready for almost anything. The great library has been fortified as well and guarded, and nothing goes in or out except for the 3A warriors, and only then to transport food and supplies. I'm sending my ambassador to Singorn so we may unify our position. You may know him. As he says this, a door opens behind him, and Drugar hobbles out with a large grin on his face.
Yes,
Standing
Drugar.
ovation, Drugar.
Yeah, Drugar.
Valak clears his throat and continues. Drugar will be sent to coordinate with the elves and let them know the news. We will also muster our forces and be at the ready once you've completed your task. We count on you, we count on all of you once again. But enough with seriousness for the time. There will be a feast tomorrow night in your honor. The whole of the district will be celebrating. Get some rest and freshen up. You'll be notified when dinner is ready. Valak smiles and goes back to his paperwork. Drugar takes his usual place in the forefront and walks you out, leaving his lord to continue his work. Looks like I'll be pretty busy from now on. Better than patrolling the gates, though. That was getting really boring. I'll see you in about a day. Got to get ready for tomorrow night and also get my things in order. I leave the morning after, before dawn. He turns and heads up the stairs to his room. Your valet escorts you back to your rooms and bows. If you require anything, please feel free to ring the bell next to the door. I'll be right outside.
Cool.
So you have all night and then most of the next day.
Yeah. I would like to see if this tooth can be added onto the top of my quarterstaff. Make it kind of like a dragon tooth quarterstaff.
Yeah. Do you have any crafting skills at all?
No, this is definitely for the dwarves to do.
Oh, you would like someone to do it for you?
Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
Okay.
They promised us they'd help, I think.
Yeah.
Anything that we wanted, actually.
Yeah.
We'll take all your
Right.
gold and food.
Yeah. All of it.
Yeah, so you hand that to the valet and you request that.
Yes, please.
And he bows. I'll see what I can do. Is there anything else you
Thank you
require?
very much.
Oh.
this evening?
God, I would really just like to give them all my silly little swords and be like, can you craft better ones of these?
What do you mean? What do you?
Like I have in my equipment roster, I've got. Where is it? Hold on one moment. A hand axe, short sword. Can you give me a better short sword than I have? Or,
You only have one short sword.
yeah, or a better hand axe.
That's something that he probably couldn't provide, but he can point you tomorrow to someplace that may be able to help you.
Okay. Oh, the King's
Maybe able to
tab?
buy one somewhere.
But I thought it was on the Dwarves tab.
Right. Well, I mean, what he has.
Ah, okay.
He's willing to share what he has.
Okay.
He's not going to give you his personal weapon.
Or like an account down
Now,
at the,
I want it now.
But he can definitely point you in the direction and maybe help you out. Like,
I just want him to pay the tab. Shit.
Specific valet.
right? He's like, I don't even make as much as you do.
Right. I will ask of him some formal wear for tomorrow, if they have
Okay.
anything, and maybe in the dwarven fashion.
All right.
Great.
Anything else?
And
Yeah, I think we probably got some from the elves too. Might as well make a wardrobe. Yeah, right?
in the land of Ward.
Anything else? Anybody else besides food, dinner, ale?
Food, dinner, ale.
I mean,
I
looks,
think wash and clean all
like-
my stuff. Men wash and clean
Well,
my
yeah,
stuff.
they'll do that anyway.
Yeah.
Take a look.
Do you need any spell components or anything
No.
for some of your stuff? Okay. So he leaves you to it. He takes your staff and your claw thingy, your weird black, scary claw thingy.
Yeah.
Oh, do we each have one of those?
Yeah.
What do you have done?
I need a necklace.
I'm having mine added to my quarterstaff if I can.
What do you think that'll do?
I mean, look cool. And maybe something else.
Yeah.
Step one, looking cool is
Right.
right. Yeah.
That's looking cool.
Yeah.
Actually, make mine into an earring, like George
A
Michael.
really big earring.
It's just like you and your bangles.
This thing is like this big.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're big.
That's fine.
Can it get turned into like a dagger or something?
They probably just do dagger stuff. Like
Yeah.
1d4 damage.
Mhm.
And it actually is not big enough to be a dagger. It's more like a pokey thing, and it's not going to do much
looks like
damage.
this is pretty large. How small is it?
No, it's like
Alright, I'll
that
just-
big.
Okay, it's
I'll
gonna look
just-
cool still.
Yeah.
I'll just keep it as a necklace then.
Okay.
Then I could produce fire at the tip of the devil
Necklace
claw
slash,
stick.
Yeah,
Just
necklace.
keep on adding shit to
Okay.
the stick. It's just
Are you guys just going to go to bed, or are you going to talk about your next move after this, or...
Let's do it. Let's just do a long rest and then go from there.
Okay, long
You
rest.
want to do a long rest?
Yeah, what's the
Yeah.
Kofi?
It's
Wait, did we get any
nighttime-ish,
Oh,
they said.
What happened?
do we want to talk about what we're gonna do next, or we want to do our long rest?
In the morning, for sure. I'm
And
tired.
at dawn, we plan.
Yeah, for tonight. Oh wait, no, wait. We're not supposed to take over the world at night, though. What do we do tonight? The same thing we do every night.
Sleep.
Try. Yeah, sweet.
Yeah.
Try and take over the world!
Take long rest.
Okay, so long rest?
Yay!
Long rest
Yeah,
is...
that's gonna help.
Oh, my hit points went back down to 18.
No, wait. Oh my god.
That's what you cast?
Blast!
Yeah,
Or aid.
aid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
good.
it gave everybody's hit
You
point
didn't
back
use all
to-
your spell things anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's why I only had one
I thought it was from
second level
killing the
slot
other-
left. Because I did aid and something else.
you didn't even use your second level slot except for spiritual weapon, right?
That was I only had one slot left. Because I
I think
used
you-
aid and something else.
I think how it went down is that one dude, you like shot him in the leg with your bow, and he's like, "Oh my god, what the fuck?"
Oh, then
and
I
started
cured
hobbling
him.
away. No, then you held person to him, I think.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
totally just
So
being
that
cool.
So I did aid and hold person.
But the
and-
only second level spell you cast was spiritual weapon anyway, right? And you have 3
Yeah.
slots?
Yeah, but 2 were already taken. So
Yeah.
yeah, I just
And then I tricked him with that other stupid stone, which wasn't worth anything.
Okay.
At the transfer station.
Oh wait, let me. I can, as I'm, it's the morning.
It's like the...
I'm drinking some more
Oh,
ale.
what is this?
Oh,
It's plastic. Oh, plastic.
I'm drinking some more
Oh,
ale.
from
Plastic.
Yeah.
What's his name?
It's like,
Oh, plastic!
Nothing
Oh!
needs that
Hoggle.
Tupperware at work.
Hoggle.
It's my only one.
What
Yeah.
spells do I want to prepare now?
What is that plastic thing round your wrist?
Hogwarts. It's Hoggle.
It's hollow!
You did a good Hoggle. That was good. Good Hoggle.
Is that why your
Damn
email
fairies.
is Sir Hoggle?
I like him a lot.
Damn fairies.
Oh,
I wonder if you can ever dress as Hoggle.
oh god,
Awesome
I'm too
look.
tall.
No, you just get like the proportionate.
I'd rather just be like the goblins on those little weird dinosaur things.
Oh really?
That'd be really funny.
Sir Didymus.
Oh yeah. I wouldn't dare be Ludo. That's too big of a costume.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of a costume.
Alright. So you guys wake up in the morning whenever you want.
Cool.
Super rested.
This is like a brunch time celebration
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, the valet leads you downstairs to the dining hall. Drugar's there eating breakfast, same as last time, kind of buffet style. You've got eggs, you've got bacon, you've got sausage, you've got pancakes, you don't have waffles because they're really hard to make.
We need donkey.
Yeah, pancake.
In the morning, I'm making waffles. You've got oatmeal, you've got porridge, plenty of butter, syrups, like hearty, heavy breakfast.
Oh, so we are satiated.
Oh yes,
Delicious.
but home style potatoes.
Oh,
But, like-
are you hungry?
Done well. Yeah.
So, but done well.
Yeah, like they're like crispy still, and then on like the quarter giant ones. that
You've
are,
got like fried eggs on hash browns
Ooh.
with tomatoes and like ham, slices of ham and stuff. It's really nice.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Um,
And
Thank
just
you.
stop them from being murdered. But,
Right.
Yeah, you know. they
and
make
is there anything else? And there is plenty of breakfast ale.
Mm.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Plenty.
I'm
Yeah.
Does anybody have a newspaper?
I'm
I wanna know
drinking
what's going on in
and-
the other parts of town.
I'm drinking and
They're
communing
like the undermounts.
Okay.
with Caden,
Sounds
and
good.
we prepare
Okay.
spells.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Doing my morning ritual.
Morning ritual of morning ale.
Yep.
I made a street sheet. I don't know what's
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah.
There aren't too many town criers right now, just because they're kind of trying to keep everything under wraps. Best. Are you asking Drugar, or are you just like asking the valet, or who are you
Just
asking about?
just in general, like the ballet, like, hey, you know, we just helped you guys, but like, is there anywhere else that we can help? Like, is there an encyclopedia of, oh, we need to go here now?
Well, you know, 2 other orbs that need to be
Oh, yeah,
purified.
definitely, but
But other than that, he tells you, you know, the best person to probably ask would be Lord Carcron. He's being kept apprised of most of what's going on in the city through his, like, runners and people, like, sneaking in and out of the mountain. But other than that, and unfortunately Lord Carcron is busy right now preparing for tonight. Is there anything else you would require today? Before this evening?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. We have all our supplies. Anybody anything?
How is the little goblin attacks going?
Oh,
Goblin attacks.
They're like little. I don't know. We decided they weren't worth saving. There's like the vermin thing.
Oh yeah.
What are you talking about?
They're like little. I don't know. They're goblins or something.
No.
Like gremlins.
Oh, the gremlins. Oh, the yeah. Yeah, from what he knows, he's like, we don't really have much to do with that, but from what I've heard, they're starting to get it under control.
Yeah. People get used to killing fire.
Yeah, the problem, like, from what I've heard around town, is that the problem is that they've created nests throughout town. If you're willing to help, I would absolutely suggest it, but
Yeah.
it's not, I mean, people are
Bring
coming,
them
like,
in.
they're getting back to the way they used to be,
Yeah.
and the exterminators are, like,
Cool.
yeah.
Yeah. I think that's below our pay grade.
Can they make?
It was a little fun side adventure, but
No. We just killed the dragon and closed the
Okay,
fire
okay.
portal. I'm
Can
not
they
going back
make me
killing
something fire
squirrels
resistant?
or whatever. Kremlins.
not in a short amount of time. It would take
No.
a couple weeks.
Hold it up.
No worries then.
Can I see my look that you created,
Yeah.
please?
Oh,
What was the theme
oh,
for the dwarf Met Gala?
we asked for looks, but
Yeah,
like
what
with
is
cues
it?
instead of.
yeah. No, I understand. It's like your evening wear is not yet finished, but it will be
Make it
by
work.
the time it's time to get ready.
Okay.
Trust me, I already have ideas.
Yeah.
Like
Just
5
have
weeks
too
ago.
many ideas sometimes. Don't forget to edit one thing.
Okay. One for each.
Before you bring it to me.
Is there anything you wanted to do during the day, or just wait it out and relax for at least one day?
I
Yeah.
think we deserve a staycation.
Right.
Oh yeah, for at least half a day.
So
So you wander back up to your room, and you are full. You are happy. You're satisfied. You're clean for once. You get back, and all of your armor has been polished. All of your clothes are clean. There are robes if you want to go down and soak a little bit longer. Some nice, comfy slippers to run around in.
I'm gonna use my ink pen and some paper and just journal and draw pictures of our adventure.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna start a scrapbook for
Yeah.
us.
Print a picture.
Just in case you die and somebody finds it,
Yeah,
they'll know exactly
they'll know
how
what
you
we
died.
did.
Right?
Like, it's a good thing I have photographic memory and shit in detail.
Did you take a feat?
No, I'm just saying I have photographic
Yeah.
memory.
There's an actual feat.
There's an actual feat for that.
There's actual
Oh,
feat
really?
for
Yeah.
that you have to take.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, well,
You can take that at level 8.
I'm just really good at remembering things.
Oh,
so-
Maybe.
I'm about to be the creator of the first
That
comic
was a long
book.
rest.
So, I mean, I would actually love you to, because this is something we've been talking about for years, especially like Luna.
Oh my god, I know,
Instead of
right?
Erotic fan fiction. We make erotic stories of our travels. Yeah.
I think I have it still.
I was.
I think I actually still have it.
I was telling her we should actually do the Fire campaign. I'm like, you can go back to drawing. Like, I'll make like little blurbs for it.
Glyndor. I thought I still had it. Maybe I gave it to her.
Yeah.
That's
So I'm just gonna try doing it.
Shoot. Now it makes me sad that I don't have it.
We'll make more. There's a lot of things
Just-
like.
Yeah, one of our
Journaling.
players on Monday night for the first campaign that we played, everybody had binders, and when she was bored and stoned, she would actually draw what was going on in the
Yeah.
story. It was really cool.
We could start with like first one finger poked out of the hole.
Right, well,
the red ear.
This is all recorded, so you can go back and like
And
do what you want
two.
with it.
Then a third, and then we're like, oh my god, it's so many fingers. That's it.
So
This way.
the evening draws nigh, and there's a knock at your door,
Not
and servants come filing in. One of them has your staff.
Is it pretty? Is it nice?
It's your staff, and it's not super well done. They did what they could. They actually put like a metal piece
Yeah.
with clips on it to keep
Mm.
the keep it plugged
Yeah.
into the thing, and it's not the prettiest thing.
No.
They
well, they're more function over form.
yeah, they apologize, and they're like, you know, it would have been better if you'd gone to Singorn and had the elves do it.
Ah, yeah.
But this is what we could do
You
in
have
a
the
short
elves
amount of
redo it.
time.
yeah. Well, yeah. Thank you. I
Why
appreciate
was I
it.
looking that shit up? Anyway, oh yeah, that's what I was
Like when
doing.
your toddler helps for dinner.
Yeah. It's like
is it
Um,
dinner? Or is it toddler?
put it on the fridge.
Oh, yeah, let me
Marking
check that out,
down.
you guys.
Check what out.
The thing.
What is the thing?
Oh, you'll see in a second.
How many times can we use the transportation system?
Once. It is a quad time use only.
I
One.
say we could go back to Singorn.
Is that the elf list?
Plus.
We do have the Asiatic to go to, as well as the swamp, before we even think of going to the city center. So,
There's also the Lost Academy, which is
in the swamp,
next to the swamp.
near swamp.
Near swampness.
Swamp adjacent.
Yes. Is that what I'm looking for?
Swamp pussy.
really fucked, we can just transport to the time when we have all the orbs purified ahead of time. Done. We did it. We win.
I
That
feel
sounds boring.
great. I feel great.
I'm just saying if we get ourselves in a real pickle.
Plus.
I literally thought London barked. I was like, oh.
I know,
Your
that's
cat's
why I
fucking
looked
broken.
up, she's sleeping.
London.
I love when cats do that when
That's
they like
fucked up.
turn their head sideways and they like tuck it into their belly.
Oh.
Love that.
London.
Hi, baby. Oh, you're so cute. Oh, yeah. That's good.
Makes me miss having a cat.
You know, I really want one. Stupid roommate's allergic.
Yeah.
I
Well,
need
not for
to-
long. When are you gonna know? You
I
think?
don't know, it's getting down to the wire though. Like, they finally had like the interview thing yesterday, and I'm like, it's for June 1st move in. Like,
Oh yeah. Like,
Yeah.
Next weekend I'm gone for Bottle Rock. I work doubles every single day while I'm at Bottle Rock. Like, not gonna be here.
Yeah.
That check's gonna be
Huge. Yeah. Yeah. We're being.
Yes.
Who's at Bottle Rock this year?
a lot of people, but I don't get to enjoy it, so I don't
Oh.
really
It
care.
doesn't matter.
It's better than Outside Lands though, for sure.
Is it better this year?
Mm-hmm.
Outside Land's been sucking lately.
Yeah.
Like, this
Outside
is the
Lands
same fucking
is-
people.
Paul Simon is headlining Blink
Yeah.
182 and Lil Wayne.
That's Outside Lands?
Yeah.
Wow, that's
I mean-
embarrassing.
It's pretty bad. I like Paul Simon when I was
Really bad.
my dad's music. I
Uh,
don't mind it, but
I
everything
like Paul
else-
Simon, but I don't want to see him outside lands.
Yeah, not enough. to
Yeah.
do
Jeff
that
Goldblum's
shit.
gonna be at Bottle Rock though with his
Yeah,
band.
that's not bad.
And I
Really?
told him, I said, I am working doubles every single fucking day. I am taking a break to see that set. That's all I want to do. Just
What is-
that set.
What, what kind of weirdness does Jeff Goldblum make?
He does like
Is it all
Okay.
jazz?
yeah, it's like jazz orchestra, like
Oh
I
my God,
definitely
I'm saying.
suggest everybody look at their character sheets.
Yay!
Refresh.
Because you just leveled up.
Yes!
level 5. But I still only have 18 hit points.
That's
Well,
what
you have to, because you have to actually level up.
Yeah, you have to level up first.
Yay!
So hit the anvil on the right.
Level 5.
And then change it to level 5 at the top.
Ciara
Ooh,
plays.
I have destroyed undead now.
Why is there an X next to that?
You get a thing at 5? I don't get
X
shit.
out.
I don't know.
That means take all the levels away,
Oh.
which you don't
I,
want to do.
I hit
do I
5,
do?
but it's not
There's
doing
nothing.
anything.
So scroll down.
And all the ones that are gray are what I can do?
And I just got
That's stuff you have. But
2 spells.
nope, you didn't get anything new. Just more hit points.
I got Beacon of Hope and Revivify.
Nothing at all?
And I get to
Not
pick
yet.
one more
See if you see
spell.
what comes next. And that's it. Level 6.
Some bitch.
Key and Power
I
Strax.
get to pick one more
I got nothing.
spell.
You got, well,
Oh yeah,
actually-
third level spells.
Yep.
Ooh.
That's what I'm looking at right now.
now.
Oh, Mass Healing Words.
so you got more hit points.
Taking that.
You also
How did I do
What?
that?
got more key
Mass
points.
Healing Word.
Word!
And then
Hey you guys, it's cool. I just got protection from energy.
something else in
Oh.
this we should have.
No.
Oh yeah. Oh, your movement speed doesn't go up till next time. But you got a couple other things.
So I put 5.
Damn.
Uh-huh.
Shot.
Yeah.
That's 5.
Right, so scroll down. Is there anything blue?
Here
So you got extra hit points, and I'm looking it up right now. You will get extra spells. So I'm looking up your thing right now because we have to see what kind of what spells you get. What level, I mean. Because you don't just get to pick. Okay, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
So you're 5th level now.
I put level 5, but it's not.
Okay, so you get 2 3rd level spells.
2 more 3rd level.
Oh, you get 2. That's all you have. So you go to your character sheet, all the way to the right at the top. There you go. And then you do manage spells, and you pick 2 third level spells.
I still don't have more hit points.
Have you been here? Let me see your thing real quick.
Hit that, and then I went 5, and it's not changing anything.
That's because you have to roll for them.
Uh,
Yeah, so
what do I roll?
you have to roll a d6.
6.
6, nice. So 18 plus 6 is 24. There you go.
I have a lot of concentration stuff.
Yeah, it's a lot of concentration stuff. So you have to be really careful what you choose each day.
No.
And then you go to spells, then manage spells, and pick 2 third level spells. And as you're doing this, as you're going through, the servants start piling in, and they put your staff to the side.
Alright.
They come in with a fresh pair of clothes, and they hand them to you. And they hand you a white linen shirt, kind of open in the front.
Yeah.
You can tie it up if you'd like.
Yeah.
They hand you doeskin trousers.
Ooh.
So they are like an off-white.
Yeah.
They are extremely soft.
Do we get to keep these?
Yes, you do.
Thank you so much.
And as you're getting ready, do you have long hair or short hair?
Long.
Long hair.
Yeah.
So one of the women comes over, and is it all like the whole
Oh,
thing?
I wanted the dwarven braid thing!
With the dwarven braid thing.
Is she gonna braid my hair?
Yeah, she is.
Oh, yeah.
So as she does, she puts like wooden beads with little gems in them, like intertwined in your hair. And when she's done, she asks you to hold your braid. And as she does, she puts a mantle over your shoulders.
Oh.
And you look down, and it's heavier than you expected from what it looks like. And you guys are all kind of all looking around. This mantle is all feathers. It comes down to about here. But as you're looking a little bit closer and you're feeling it and touching it, it's all carved feathers out of gray, black, and white ivory. And it fits perfectly over your shoulders.
These two? Or these are...
These are gifts.
Yeah, whoa!
A few women come over to you and they help you get dressed. They kind of cinch you up a little bit because it is a ball.
Yeah.
But they provide you with a pure white dress,
Pure white dress.
sleeveless. They do your hair up, and they actually, instead of putting like a tiara or anything in your hair to keep it up, they actually weave gold thread into your hair and make it kind of a bun that spills out and curls in the back.
Oh, nice.
The dress is sleeveless. It fits very tight around your it cinches around your waist. It billows out at the bottom. It's got a small train. But you notice near the bottom and down the front, there are tiny embroidered gold tankards, almost. Like more like goblets all the way down. And when they're done, they actually put a necklace, kind of a cascading necklace of topaz around your neck, and it sits directly on your chest right above your actual dress, and it's gold with topaz. For you,
Yay.
they have another white linen shirt, some white trousers. They were having a hard time figuring out halflings, but they kind of got it pretty well. They give you some doeskin boots.
Nice.
And for your forearms, they actually they're not wraps.
Nice.
They look like cloth
That's-
bracers.
One of the spells I automatically got.
And
at the door.
as you're looking at them, they,
So it's
as you
always
move,
prepared.
there are red rubies sewn into the outside of the bracers, and as you move, it looks like your arms are on fire.
Ooh.
And you were the hardest because it was like too difficult, but they provide you with a white robe. And on the back is a large tree. The tree actually starts, the roots circle around the bottom of your robe, and it grows up and out over your shoulders. and the leaves on the tree, on the branches, are actually small emeralds sewn into the back of the robe. And they provide you with a linen shirt and some trousers to go underneath it. And it's more like it's not like a pull over your head robe. It's more like a robe that actually ties in a couple places in the front.
Cute.
With some gold frogs. Actually, it doesn't tie, it actually frogs.
Yeah.
So you, the little button things.
Let's go.
And do you have long hair as well?
No.
You do not. You have short hair?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I actually have this haircut.
Okay.
According to my sexy daddy profile picture.
Okay.
Okay.
And these are all worth more than you could ever afford. As a thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you!
They get you all dolled up, and you actually have slippers to match your gown.
Nice.
They give you boots. They give you knee-high boots.
What boots?
You have the doeskin boots.
Yes.
And you just have regular slippers as well, like men's slippers, but slippers. And they lead you downstairs, and they lead you to a making your way downstairs. You see your foot waiting for you. You don't see many people except the ones that have been here all along. The footman ushers you out the door and actually into a carriage. There are two carriages, one in front, one in back, and he puts you in the front one. The ride takes about 30 minutes and deposits you off in front of a large building decorated with immense columns and beautiful gold leaf friezes of the Allfather. Lord Karkron moves up beside you and takes Tatiana's hand as she exits the carriage. He walks in with you at his side.
Good job, Tati.
We can think of no better place to
It's
have...
the boots.
It is.
Well, you're the only woman in the group. He was
That's
being
also
polite. We can think of no better place to have a celebratory ball than in the house of the Allfather, who by his grace we have won this battle. He smiles and leads you into the temple. I must take my place in the greeting line, but I will be with you anon. Entering the foyer, it seems quite simple. A plain room with government officials off to the right greeting guests, and a pair of double doors on the right side flanked by long, deep blue curtains from floor to ceiling, and two dwarven knights in shining silver armor standing vigil. As you enter the main hall, a warmth creeps up on you. It is not like the lava below, but a comforting warmth. The main hall is a massive dome. The ceiling rises to upwards of 50 feet, and around the circumference of the hall, large statues of Torag are carved. Torag is considered the Allfather. 40 feet tall dwarves in plate armor with large warhammers placed in front of him with his hands resting on the hilt. At the foot of each statue is a large forge pit with hot coals. A large anvil is placed in the middle of the room, and many smaller anvils are placed throughout the room as well. Many people mill around in small groups, chatting and introducing themselves. Smaller rooms to the left and right of the forge, as the main hall is called, lead to the food and dancing. You recognize one small group as the Council of Four, now 3, and with them Tirania, speaking with Drugar. You're more than welcome to wander around mill, speak to people,
Yes.
eat food, drink.
Definitely no drink.
Did you get a refresher on Serania?
The princess?
Oh, okay. Oh, there we go. Oh, a full moon purification. Okay.
So she is talking with her father, and she comes over, and since you're the closest one,
Yeah.
she comes over. Oh, so you've made it out, my tall friend. How are you?
Better than I expected I'd be.
Are you acclimating to this group very well?
I think so. This is my first active kind of battle orb and purification. It's a little different than I expected. The Elven one had less dragons.
Yeah, I heard about that. A dragon in the city. That's amazing.
Ghastly.
Yeah, and you killed it.
Yeah. Yes. Well, and Drugar helped.
Yeah.
As I've also heard, yes.
She's sorry, I know her. She's the Elven lady, right?
Yes.
Elven princess. Gotcha.
Yes, she
Awesome.
is.
So she's just been following us around.
No, she just came over to talk to you. She's been
Oh.
with the rest of the Council of Four. She just came over to talk to you.
That's really nice.
Conversation.
Thank you.
You can see like most of the public officials and people of high rank are just kind of milling about, talking to different people.
How are the dwarves handling affairs? How's the council go?
The council is still up as far as the decision is concerned, but it looks like I'm the next in line for a position.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's a responsibility that I didn't want,
Sure.
but it is my duty to take on these types of responsibilities that no one else will take.
I hope you share or have a better fate than the one before.
I hope so too. My father has definitely doubled the guard on all council members.
Ooh.
And as you're having this conversation, Drugar comes over to you, kind of bumps you. Ready for some IO.
Let's do this, Drugar.
Let's get this out of the way.
I might
These
be
people
small,
are way
but
too
I'm mighty.
stuffy.
I agree.
And he leads you into the hall to the right, and it
Yeah.
is just food and drink everywhere. They pulled out all the stops for this. They went into their like deep supplies. Try this. You never get it unless it's a special occasion.
What?
And he hands you this ale, and it's almost like syrupy.
It's like a honey mead.
Yeah, it's even sweeter than that. And you
Ooh.
take a couple sips, and you need to do a Constitution saving throw.
Yes.
Son of a bitch.
Fail. You want
Drugar's
to.
hitting on me.
Ooh.
17.
Ow.
And my saving throw. Oops.
You're not gonna
She
get it.
loading again. Saving throw is +2. 19.
Okay. Yeah, you totally make it. You're fine. You take a big gulp, and you're like, "Damn, this is good."
Thanks for the firewater, brother.
Yeah. And then he leans over and he's like, "You should try that and that and that and that."
Why, Drugar? I think you might be hitting on me.
I was just trying to make sure you got the best of the stuff before it's all gone.
Thank you. Let's do this.
And you guys just go at it at the buffet.
Well, drink and buffet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is Bo with you?
Bo is with us, yeah.
Okay.
And he's
So, yeah, he's following you around,
getting
getting scraps and shit.
yeah,
Is he
fresh
getting
sausage and everything.
drunk again?
No, Bo, no.
Didn't you do that the last time? Oh, that was you.
That was him.
Sorry.
Wait,
Bo actually got drunk too because he was
You guys
drinking the
know
stuff
what?
that spilled on the floor.
He was crawling.
You know what they say, between a straight dwarf and a gay dwarf. 10 things of mead, I guess.
So you're not a dwarf, so.
I mean, he is. Drugar is
Oh, the difference between a straight and a
dwarf and a gay dwarf.
Oh, God.
I do have a question.
Yeah.
So I learned 2 spells that you click learn,
Uh-huh.
and so it shows 3rd level and it shows 2 slots, but those 2 spells that I click learn are not there.
So you have to. It's not learn. It's. Is it memorize or
Or a wizard?
for spells? Yeah. You have to prepare. You have to prepare your spells.
Yeah.
Oh, so I just have to.
You have
Yeah.
access to your entire list, but you pick them ones you want every day.
Yeah.
So prepare and prepare and then.
So,
Good God,
yeah.
it's like I didn't sleep
so
or something.
prepare.
Did you
I
not
was
last
fucking
night?
yawning.
Yeah.
Those are my 3rds.
No, I
they
slept
should
okay.
be in the 3rd.
A little more baked than I probably should have been when I was by myself.
Probably never gonna
No.
use them because no, magic missile is also in 3rd, and I get +2. So. But it's good to have.
One of the speakers comes over. Speaker Igraine comes over to you, and she's dressed in her formal robes with her ruby tiara on.
Ooh, I like your tiara.
And
That
she
is
pulls you
jealous.
aside and she's like, "I've been meaning to talk to you.
Okay.
How do you do it? How do you deal with these men?"
Because we're gay.
I drink a
Really?
Your answer's wine.
All right.
lot.
Because I just cannot. I mean, council full of fucking men. Seriously.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they are a bit much.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that this Tirania thing happens, because God, 3 against 1 would be... Oh, the gods be praised. Because 3 women are better than none. Yeah, I don't get it. Oh, God, like 4 men. Oh, and the drunk one all the time.
All the time? I'm getting busy.
Well, I mean, these three aren't as bad as all the others, but
Oh,
I
really?
mean, they have their moments.
So you have feelings for one of them?
No, I've not
No. And as she kind of pulls you off, you can like do an insight check.
Mm-hmm.
Insight?
Yeah.
21.
Yeah. She's a little tipsy. She's kind of leaning on you a little bit, and she's just like, I want to talk shit with you.
Yeah.
And she kind of leads you off into a corner and like does more shit talking.
Okay.
And I should have a list of all these fucking people.
Things are getting handsy.
Taranya's father comes over and
What was his name?
yeah, I
Toronto
know.
Senior.
Right? I'm so bad at this. It's my fucking game and I'm bad at it.
I think I have
I
it
don't even
somewhere.
remember people's name that I work with, and I worked with them for 6 years. I'm like,
Exactly. You are whom? I know I have some customers that way, and I'm like, God, what's your name?
and you're past the point of asking.
Yeah. I'm like, I think I've been to your house for a house party. And
Alvarel.
Yeah.
Alvarel comes over to you, Pockets,
Okay.
and kind of leans in, like he bows to say, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing very well. Thank you.
I noticed that you're not a fighter like your friends.
I'm a strategizer.
All right. Yes, we had one of those in our midst as well, and he was
Magic
killed.
Murder.
I was wondering if I could, since you did help my daughter, and you helped my district, and you've now helped this district, if I could be of a little assistance.
How so?
Well, I happen to have a supply of decent ink and paper that need using. I could definitely have them sent over.
Like,
What about that?
good idea.
Do you want to see my scrapbook?
Charming. All I ask is that you leave my daughter alone.
Oh, honey, I like boys.
Pockets is a queer?
So am I.
You are. And
do
wait,
not
you guys did what?
I mean, do not
was trying to
interact
get
with
on the
her.
dwarf.
Have nothing to do with her. Stay away from her, and keep your friends away from her as well.
Oh. Okay. See.
The monk's not interested either.
I don't know if I need this
I can't say
paper.
anything about it.
Think about it.
Ooh.
It might come with something extra.
God, I know.
And he walks away and puts on a completely different smile than you've ever seen and starts chatting with other people.
Might not come with something stupid.
If only there's one, was the paper.
All right.
Comes with a free pen.
Fine.
As the night goes on, the talking gets louder and the dancing more intense. Soon servants lead all the guests to the main hall and the room goes silent. 4 servants seek you out of individually from your conversations and ask you to join Lord Carcron on the main dais. Enter, friends. You hear from the main dais. Lord Carcron stands with his arms open in welcome. We give thanks to the Allfather for his hand in our victory. May it guide us in the liberation of our city and clasp the hands and hearts of our citizens so that we may work together for this common goal. He turns to you and gestures. Though only 4, they closed the rift and gave our army the chance to defeat the Azer. The crowd erupts in cheers that are almost deafening in the acoustic hall. He drops his arms and the priests enter the room and stand near all the anvils. He leads you down from the dais into the front row.
Ooh.
Each priest pulls out a large forge hammer and begins to beat time on the anvils. The high priest begins to chant. It begins low at first,
We're getting piercings.
but then his voice raises and echoes through the room. The other priests begin to chant along with him, and the ceremony gets more intense. As they reach a fevered pitch and the clanging of their hammers gets louder and louder, the lights extinguish. The priests go silent. The hammers stop. Everybody do a will saving throw.
Whoa.
Wisdom?
Will or wisdom?
Wisdom.
Oh wow, movement is great, but
Yeah.
10.
Wait, what if I don't have any?
Natural 20, so 29.
Maybe I want to fail.
7.
7, 9.
Nine.
Okay.
But also, I have dark vision for 60 feet.
Doesn't matter. I need you to leave the room.
Okay.
Bye, girl. Bye. We're getting
Whoa.
high on anvils.
You're in time out.
Have you ever gotten? You like anvils? Dwarf ones that do the big coat. What's an anvil? Anvil. Look at that. Cling. Cling.
It's not raining.
Cling.
Huh?
It's already. It's not.
Do you want my rain jacket?
Um.
In case it starts
It's gonna
raining?
take like 2 minutes, and then I'm gonna send them out.
Wait, do you want this?
No.
No, good.
It's not raining.
Oh wait. Oh, then I can get another one. This is
The
like-
crowd begins to mutter in the dark. No one moves. It's even dark for you. Then you hear a voice echo around the room. You can't make out where it's coming from. It's just everywhere. So, you think you can defy me? You think you can throw parties in celebration of my defeat? I think not. The once bright orange and red forges and torches relight. They glow a dark blue-purple color and cast everything and everyone in a deathly pallor. Look around. You are no match for me. You will all be my servants in the end. With that, the flames burst into swarms of flies that begin to harry the guests, and then all fall to the floor dead, bodies twitching before lying still.
What?
Alright, send him back in.
Holy shit!
Bar.
Wait, does that include us?
What?
No, we didn't.
You're not a fly.
Oh god, I thought you meant all the people.
I thought that's what you meant
Yeah,
too.
so,
I thought
all
like
the-
they
oh my god.
turned the thing. Okay.
Oh, holy shit! Holy shit. Yeah.
All I heard was Michael yell, "Holy shit!" I still love that I now have Beacon of Hope.
There's more fun stuff. There's so much fun stuff for clerics.
Yeah.
I just can't use it all because we're in that fucking Pirates game.
Yeah.
So I have to like keep a whole bunch of stuff on. Yeah, I've got a whole bunch of those over there.
Yep.
All right. The crowd goes silent. They all stare up to the dais. Though there's nothing unusual, I need you to do a perception.
Okay. Ooh, 13.
13. You hear off to the left a low chanting. Looking over, you see a man in black robes with a scroll in front of him. He continues chanting as he looks at one dwarf in the room. A large man in ornate robes walks into the middle of the room. You notice his white pallor and his bloated abdomen.
Oh. He's walking towards.
The center of the room, like through all the people who are. He's walking through. He's kind of waddling through, and nobody's taking notice of him at all. Even your friends are just staring up at the dais.
So they're like charmed or something, right? Ooh. Shit. They're not here to do it. I was gonna try to like uncharm them.
You mean like dispel magic?
Well, I have a calm emotions.
Yeah, it won't work.
It won't work.
No.
Okay.
You're looking at this guy up on the dais chanting something,
Mhm.
and you're seeing this man with this huge abdomen
Right.
running to the or walking to the center of the room,
Um,
and it looks like it's getting bigger.
his stomach's getting bigger.
Yes, it looks like his stomach is getting bigger.
And that guy is chanting.
Yes.
How far away is he?
He is probably about 60 feet away from you, since you're in the front row and it's a big dais.
Can I try to do a whole person?
Absolutely, yeah.
He needs to do a wisdom save.
Of
He needs to beat a 16.
he did.
Okay.
Okay, so you do that.
Okay, so let me cast that.
The figure lets go of the scroll, and it turns to ashes. You're too late. The spell has been cast, and the doom is upon you. He chokes blood as you look down and see a knife sticking out of the back of his neck. A short humanoid in a dark cloak stands a few feet away, an outstretched arm towards the dying robed figure. The humanoid slips back into the shadows and grimaces. It darts into the crowd. As you turn around, you see the bloated man fall to the floor and start twitching.
Oh.
And as this happens, he falls back, and out of his stomach erupts a swarm of flies that fly up into the air, circle the room, cover it, and then all fall down and start twitching on the ground. You can come back in!
Oh no. That is horrible.
Yeah, you should have seen what they saw instead. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no.
But you have no time.
I'm ready.
Oh, no, thanks. MSG.
MSG. Is there? What?
Oh no.
Oh, that's horrible.
My stomach
That's horrible.
All right.
Are there any spells that protect us from MSG?
All right. After all this happens, a woman screams and you are freed from your trance. The whole room is thrown into a panic. Men and women race to the entrance and out of the temple, trying to brush the dead flies from their hair and clothes. Drugar appears at your side. We need to get these people out of here safely. There's going to be a stampede if we don't hurry.
Okay. My
Yeah.
side? All the
Everyone,
sides.
like, he's right behind you.
Okay, so we just start calming people.
Okay.
Yeah, we start. I raise my voice. Everybody, calm down. Calm
Everybody
down.
cool out!
Cool out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't stampede.
So after helping get the guests and officials out of the hall safely, Drugar approaches you. Follow me. He leads you out of the main hall and into an antechamber where Lord Karkron, the priests, and many other leaders are talking in heated voices. They are all standing around something on the floor. As you get closer, you can hear their words. Why did you not sanctify this place? It may be a temple, but it still needs protection, a tall elf yells. You will not speak like that to the priests of Torag. We must get this out of here before you can do more damage, an acolyte retorts. He knows our plans. He knows of our trump card. With that, they all look over their shoulders at you, then back to the mass on the floor. Getting closer, you see a dwarf corpse. It's emaciated and pockmarks. Its stomach has a huge hole in it.
Is that true?
Something hatched out of it.
We must pull our ranks and check everyone. If he can send a catalyst like this into our most trusted, what else can he do? Lord Karkron speaks over the assembly. This is my district. That makes it my responsibility and my decision. He then takes you aside. You must leave this place. My informants tell me that the whole city is looking for you. Your face is everywhere. We know that you're innocent, but if Corval says you're wanted, we need to either smuggle you out or turn you in. I don't like the idea of turning you in, not after all you've done for us. It'd be best if you return to a safe place that no one has seen you in. Maybe an acquaintance in another district? The Castro Bazaar might be your best bet. It's much easier to hide there because of all the foot traffic. Try to blend in. Keep a low profile. And with that, he turns and goes back to the group. You hear loud arguing. Drugar is standing right next to you waiting for you to decide what you need to do so he can help you.
Let's get out of here.
Okay,
Wait, do we get our...
Well, we need to get our stuff.
Yeah, we need a reward. We're not just running away without getting paid, right? Or did we already get paid?
We haven't gotten paid yet.
What you're wearing is your reward.
Oh,
We need to get our armor and stuff.
No, they gave us that.
Yeah, that's
They
easy
gave
enough
us
to
that.
do.
I mean, yeah.
Alright, so when I grab our stuff,
He
we're
looks
gonna-
We're
back
not
at you.
wearing it.
Oh, yeah.
We can take a
Okay.
carriage and get back to the manor and get your stuff. But we
Okay.
need to get you out of here as soon as possible.
Let's do that.
We don't know. Loose lips talk.
Okay.
I'll need
So
like an extra pack for my ceremonial gear to pack out. You can just give me another bag. Or
So-
something. Yeah.
where do you guys want to go? Do you want to go to the Castle
So
Bazaar?
he ushers you into the cart, and it's a little bit crowded because he's in there with you. Previously it was 4, but it heads faster than it did before back to the manor. And you guys can discuss this on the way.
Cool.
Okay, let's just get our stuff in buggy.
Okay.
Where are we gonna go?
He's Justin Castro. I like Drugar. I'm fine with the suggestion.
Well, that was Lord Karkron suggested that.
Oh.
You also have Tyrone that you could go back
Yeah.
and visit.
Is it called?
Yeah, you haven't met
You haven't met
Tyrone.
Tyrone.
Oh, how's Tyrone? Tell me about Tyrone.
It's the first person we met.
Yeah, he's the one that brought them all together in the first place.
Yeah.
Sounds nice. Wait,
So-
don't we have the stone to teleport to him? Didn't you say?
That,
No,
well, it
okay,
we can only
it can
use it
teleport
once.
us.
But like it goes
Only
straight to
500
him.
feet.
Well, no, it's actually 500 miles.
But like to him.
Yeah, something like that.
No, it's anywhere within 500 miles.
Anywhere.
As long as you know the place.
As long as we know it. Like I've been to Castle Bazaar, so if we decide to go there, I can get us there,
You can always go to Tyrone's.
or we can go.
And
to
Drugar
Tyrone.
hearing
Anywhere
this,
we've
like,
ever
we
been.
can smuggle you out of the mountain,
Okay.
but getting somewhere after that is entirely up to you. We can give you cloaks. This one is going to be difficult to hide because he's so tall, but makeup, anything else like that, we can provide will
I
work.
prefer
Is Carcon
war paint.
with us?
Well, anything that will hide your face.
Have you seen that?
Is Drugar gonna come with us since this happened?
Makeup called war
No,
paint.
I have duties to the elves right now.
Okay.
We need to inform them immediately, even though the council is here. I will be returning with them as guard,
Hmm. Okay.
along with a dwarven as a
So-
along as a dwarven advisor.
Castro or Tyrone?
I think that we should not use the stone right away. That's such a good
yeah, I don't
out
think
for
we should use
anywhere
it.
that we go.
Do you want to keep communication with this girl? I want to say Tatiana, but that's you. That's
Taranya,
Taranya. Do you want to keep communication
she
with
is busy in the midst of all of that other stuff right now.
I'm just saying I might take that offer and just, we can't talk to her anymore, but we might get something that's going to help us along the journey.
As things stand right now, it doesn't matter what you want. They're just trying to get you out of there.
Yeah.
That was before all
The
this
whole
went
point
down.
right now is that we have to
Yeah.
leave.
Well, yeah,
Right.
but I mean, I'm saying if we're leaving, we can't necessarily come back, so should I just take the offer?
There's nothing to take. He's too busy dealing with all of everything that just happened. And by the way, you both had different experiences. So while you're doing this, you're in the cart. You get out.
Mhm.
You change your clothes.
Yes.
You all have backpacks, so you can keep the clothes in the backpacks.
Cool.
They will actually give you something to wrap them in so they don't get ruined. They get your equipment to you. He then motions you to go down into the basement of this manor, and as he does, at the bottom of it, he moves some barrels, and there's a secret door down there that only he could have seen because he's maybe used it before. And it leads you out of the manor through this very long tunnel, and about 2 hours of walking later, you come out at the base of this mountain.
Nice.
And it would be to the
Not side of the town.
east side of the mountain.
Yeah, like probably not the same side of the town. Right.
What do you mean the same side of the town? It's at the bottom of the mountain.
Yeah, like because there's like that town that was there that we were waiting to return.
That went up. That took us up to the
Yeah.
mountain.
Oh, that was just at the bottom of the mountain.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
are we
yeah.
the same town?
It's not a town, it's part of the city. It's just
Oh.
another district in the city.
Oh.
I thought it
yeah.
was another town that we went up to the city. And
No,
that's
the mountain is in the middle of the city.
Oh, got
Oh,
you.
so
Yeah, it's Mount Davidson.
It's
It's
here.
here.
You said that. I don't actually know what that means.
There's Twin Peaks and there's another mountain
Oh, okay.
in the middle of San Francisco, and the other one is actually taller than Twin Peaks.
I'm just gonna look it up. Does not for sure? Hold on.
I don't remember. It's Mount Davidson. That's what it's called.
I looked here
Okay,
forever and I just
so-
said the name, I don't know where it is.
So, what did you
I'm
guys
gonna look that up.
see?
What did we see?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
It's
we
the
heard,
highest point in San Francisco. I checked
all the lights went out, and we heard a voice saying that can we sell it? How can you celebrate, or why would you celebrate right here? Like I can't. I don't remember exactly what it said. Anybody help me?
Right? Does anybody
There,
want to
well,
help?
there was, I mean, basically he said the wrath, like you thought you could stop my wrath. Like, you thought you could stop me, ha ha ha, and then
That
a
was
bunch of
Corvo,
flies
And then
died,
and
and
then a bunch of what died?
there was
Yeah.
a bunch of flies, and like,
right? Yeah.
they died, and then everybody panicked and started screaming, and
Yeah.
there was
Oh,
glowing of
sorry.
anvils, and
Point of order.
So-
I was gonna ask a question as per the corpse, but I never did the medicine check. Would the flies have like erupted from this
What?
dude's belly?
So,
Or hear her side of the story.
yeah.
Let's hear her side of the story.
So, okay, so you
I guess
guys,
that was a good segue. You're welcome.
so you guys heard a voice, and then you just saw dead flies everywhere.
Right.
Okay.
A warning and then dead flies.
Okay. So, that warning was towards me because I tried to stop him. There was some guy.
Well, you didn't hear the same warning.
Well, yeah. Well,
What
there
was
was some
the
guy with a scroll chanting,
Oh.
and then this big dude with like a swollen stomach was walking towards you, all of you guys.
Mm.
I tried to stop the one up there, but it didn't work. And then he like said, "Oh, you're too late. You can't stop me." Blah blah blah. Then he disappeared. Your fucking bitch of a mom was there. And she like
other
killed.
kids.
Everyone
She
check
killed the
her
guy.
face. Shot with
She
a
killed the
nerve.
guy with the bloated stomach.
Did she
Oh.
kill the guy with the scroll?
Oh, with the scroll. Sorry.
Yeah.
Guy with the bloated stomach fell on the ground. Trenton's stomach exploded, and the flies flew out. Was in the air, and then dropped dead.
Maybe
And
it
then-
was-
Sounds like she
Maybe
helped
a
us.
Not
check.
that much.
I
It sounded like she
know.
helped us.
Yeah. Is she trying to do a redemption arc?
It's a redemption arc. Yeah.
Well,
I don't know. She did kill the
I
guy.
don't
She
trust
just,
her.
maybe she was just there to murder, and this was incidental.
yeah.
Is everyone check in person? Have you been shot? Have you been shot? Have you been shot? Just that? Is that
I
There's
just
nobody
saw her
really-
attack the
I mean, it was
one.
me last time.
I only
Who
saw her
hasn't-
attack the one person.
Raise your hand if you haven't been stabbed by his mom. No, haven't been stabbed.
Oh yeah.
You haven't been stabbed.
Oh, I haven't been stabbed by mom yet.
Oh.
Have I been?
No, I don't think you have either.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
I
you
was.
two have.
I definitely was.
I was.
I most
Yeah.
definitely was.
Okay. I'm so
Oh,
mad
yeah,
at
that's a
her.
thing.
Hey.
So-
Yeah.
Did she look at me and say sorry? Like sorry?
No, she literally killed the guy and then like disappeared.
Huh. She does that a lot.
She doesn't
What?
want
You
me to
know,
get
you
hurt.
whole person her?
No, I tried to hold person the guy that was chanting,
Yeah.
and it didn't work.
Yeah.
To try to stop him from chanting, because whatever he was chanting
Thing
was
together.
the guy with the bloated stomach.
Now, and that's
As he
why-
kept walking, his stomach kept getting
About
bigger,
Bigger, yeah.
So I was trying to
Maybe that's
stop
why
the
she stabbed me,
chanting.
because
Yeah.
she's like, you bastards.
and it didn't work.
It kind of looks like Trugar's listening. He's like, it kind of sounds like your little assassin person is tying up loose ends.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you can't trust.
So he
Then don't
finished,
talk.
his chanting or whatever,
I mean, unless you're a
and then
cleric.
she just like took him out.
Oh, okay. Oh.
So he finished his job.
So
and
maybe
then she,
mom
like,
isn't.
took him out.
There is no redemption arc.
No. She
No.
seems like kind of a bitch. That's great. I didn't want
That's
it.
alright.
Like I said, she's the bitch.
I think I might be adopted.
think
In fact, I am adopted.
You, well,
I was
you have
abandoned.
You
your
are
chosen-
adopted, actually.
I was abandoned.
You have
I don't
your
know
chosen
her.
family.
Yeah.
No, I don't know her.
So, yeah.
Good, because we're gonna murder the fuck out of her.
Go married mom.
So it was super creepy and disgusting.
Yeah. Yeah,
While you
yeah,
guys-
yeah. We knew the disgusting
While
part.
you guys
We
were all
came
just
around
standing
to
there.
So you are sent. You are let out in the eastern, like at the eastern foot of the mountain. Drugar looks at you. Thank you guys. Hopefully I'll see you again. But I've got to get back as soon as possible.
Okay, so we're
I've spent enough time.
Thank you for all your help, Drugar. You've been absolutely amazing. Best tidings to you, and
Keep
we'll
your-
see you soon under more social circumstances.
If I live that long,
So,
I say we go.
Power in his
I
beard.
look deep into Drugar's eyes and said, we'll always have the girl.
Wow.
Drugar winks back.
Roll,
Right, right,
roll
right.
to be creepy.
actually, hang on a second.
Low roll. Low roll
to be
Roll low, yeah. Low charisma.
Oh shit, no, 20.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Use that on your perception then,
Oh.
because I'm about to do something.
Word. Drugar's gonna be like, I'm into it.
It's like, now that we're not in the
If this
mountains,
works.
We've known each other a short time.
sunlight, right?
Everybody do perception,
It's
actually.
so warm. on
What?
my skin.
My new perception I already rolled.
Ah, 2! This dice sucks
Oh god,
too.
okay.
14.
It's lower
Okay.
than
Oh.
4.
19.
Okay, yeah. You see him slip something to Obi.
It's tongue. The answer's tongue.
And in your hand is a
He eats
flask.
ass
of
on the
this
first
thing.
date?
gave you a flask.
It's pre-cum.
Oh, still warm.
Oh, now I. Oh God, you're reminding me of the conversation I
You're
had
like-
with Perveus.
And you're just standing there like, what's everybody looking at?
Yeah.
Are we going or not?
Yeah, right, come on.
Perveus is the one that talked to me, right? At the thing.
Egrain.
Egrain.
Perveus is dead.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what?
This
That's fine.
him saying all this is reminding me of the conversation I had with Egrain.
Yeah.
And I'm just
Ooh,
like,
can I do like a something check on this thing?
I need
Yeah.
another drink.
What are you looking
Smell
for?
Can I smell it? That's
Do a.
Is there anything written on the bottle?
No,
or-
there's nothing. It's a plain flask.
I need to do it.
Plain
Oh.
Plain but sturdy.
Hmm,
Um,
that's how I described your drink.
do a medicine check.
Medicine check.
Yeah.
Ooh, can I?
Mm-mm. Just him.
8 plus. Do I have anything to that?
Probably not.
Yeah, 2, 10.
10. You smell it and it smells like strong liquor.
Thanks for that.
And he closes the door, and as he closes it, something happens to the door, and it just starts to blend into the side of the mountain. And no matter how hard you look at it, it's just you can't find the seams to it anymore.
God
And
damn
a
it.
single tear falls from your eye.
All right, what are you gonna do?
We're by. We're going to the Castro because we're close.
We're going to the.
Are you going to the Castro, or are you gonna go see Tyrone? You're equal distance from either.
Either.
Yeah.
How far are we from the Asiatic or the swamp places?
You're closer to the swamp, but they warned you that that was the most dangerous area. The Asiatic is Chinatown, basically.
Right there.
That's quite like, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, Castro's closer.
Yeah, it would probably be closer.
Castro's a lot closer. And we can blend in while we.
I love that you've got a map.
Shit out.
Um,
I'm looking at this shit.
Oh, ow.
I actually have a map.
Violent.
Does it say like Asiatic on it?
Oh, it's Chinatown. That's the
Oh.
southern part. That's the. Oh, that's. Is that the southern part of the? This is gonna turn it around. There we
What's
go.
the part?
Northern part. So
Currently, we are right. It's we're like down here.
yeah, so Singwarden's right there.
Mm-hmm.
The Feywood is up here. Downtown, so Civic Center area.
So Asiatic.
You've got the Tower of Light over here.
Which way did?
Asiatic is right about there. Yeah. And then
We are.
Mount Davidson is right here.
So we're right here.
Yeah.
And
Tyrone is right over here, and then Castro would be like right over here. There's Mission, so yeah, Castro is a lot closer.
I mean, why go back to somewhere we've.
Yeah.
Just to remind you, Tyrone had a lot of information for someone who runs an inn. But
Tyrone could tell us to go to the Castro.
he could tell you to talk to who to talk to in the Castro too.
Is he cute? He's not
I
cute.
don't recall what Tyrone looks like. Actually.
Big black bartender.
Ooh, keywords, boys. Come on.
Keyword, bartender.
The BB.
If I use locate object, can I pick uncut? Or
Most people around here are uncut. It's not a medical phenomenon yet. It's a little primitive here.
cut the fine cultist?
I mean, they've got cure wounds. They don't really need
No.
that kind of stuff. Totally up to you guys.
I think it's like.
I feel like going back to
Do
Tyrone.
you have?
So
You have third level spells?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have sending?
Tyrone is before. This was like pre-me.
Do
This
I?
is the beginning.
Or is that
Our
level
first
4?
person we met.
I do have something.
Yeah, that's 25 words, and he can respond with 25 words as well. And you've met him before.
Right.
Talk to blah blah blah.
Hey Tyrone, how are you? It's nice here. The weather was like, I guess, fine under the mountain. You can respond. Beep!
Could I summon my
Um.
tiny servant to
Um,
go and talk to him and then come back and tell
Oh,
us?
hang on a second.
Read the thing.
It's just good for 8 hours.
I
and
just
I
want
can
to know
tell
what
him
it
to do
is. It's like you're
anything.
picking like it's like a Fantasia thing.
You touch one tiny
Yes.
non-magical
Yeah,
object
yeah.
that isn't attached to another object or surface and isn't being carried by another creature. The target animates and sprouts little arms and legs, becoming a creature under your control until the spell ends or the creature drops to 0 hit points. As a bonus action, you can mentally command the creature if it is within 120 feet of you.
Is that?
You drink coffee.
You decide what action the creature will take and where it will move during its next turn, or you can issue a simple general command such as fetch a key, stand watch, or stack some books. If you issue no commands, the servant does nothing
How
until
long
it
does it
has
last?
to defend itself for 8 hours.
Oh yeah, we can get there and back.
So we can get
You just
there
have
and
to
back.
sit there and wait for it.
Fuck that. We can walk to
Okay, but
Castro.
here's the
like,
thing. So we send it. It gets the information we need, and we try to
while we
figure
get there.
while we're trying to figure
I like
out
that.
things.
Yeah.
You can do
So
that.
then,
Or
if
you
we
can just cast
don't
sending.
discover anything while we're looking, it comes back and it says this, and then we figure it out.
Can your thing talk?
Yeah.
Oh, you have to write a note and give it to it.
Oh.
I mean, I
Yeah.
tell it what to do. So
But I don't know if it can talk.
I'll give it paper and ink.
Or he could just cast sending and just talk to him like telephone.
I mean, yeah, but I'll would use one of my
But
30
that's
spots, and I
easy.
would only have one left.
Oh,
Hey, guess what? Now I'm sending my birthday present, which means we're probably gonna have little like village huts and stuff soon.
Oh, cute. Is it like from
More
Christmas?
shells.
All
So
like,
that-
all-
yeah.
I don't
Uh,
think we're
my mom
gonna
has to ship
fight
that everyone that
again
needs those.
What?
today.
Like,
Oh,
collecting their
So
Christmas,
we can
like, the
take a
whole
long rest
thing.
so I can grow small back.
I mean, I can do the sending, and then, yeah, I can do the sending.
I mean, I haven't talked to him, so I'm not answering the phone.
So,
Or if you want to do the sending, we can go there, and then if he sends something back, I can send my tiny little servant to go and do what we need to do.
so what am I asking him?
Just inform him of the things that we've cleared, and then say, "What have you heard?"
He can only
Oh,
respond in 25
25
words.
25
or
words
We only
on
have
that.
25 words each way.
Each way.
Where, you know, just say like, light cured, light orb cured. This thing like, or orbs
Orb
cured.
cured.
He's not too well. You don't know that he knows about the orbs. He just sent you on that first mission to save someone. He doesn't know much about orbs.
Maybe just say any news for us.
Okay.
I don't know. It's
Are
up
you
to
gonna
the-
tell him where you're going or how to get a hold of you or?
Should we go to,
Um,
or any news about those 2 places that we could go to? Could ask that too.
let's see.
Or do you want to send your message and have him write back?
If you
It's a
can read.
lot more. Like we can say we did this, and this. Like this is what's going on. There's orbs. We're purifying them. We need to know. Or please, if you have any information.
I mean, that would get more out.
We're gonna get more information that way.
Yeah, just the sending would be faster.
Yeah.
And it would
Shorter
be faster,
thing,
but
but
there's
faster.
but also if
Mhm.
he doesn't know what we're saying, then he's gonna be like, what?
True, true. The other
and then
thing
it's
is that
wasted.
the other thing, think of this though, is a floating piece of paper through the city. Would that even make it to him and back or not? It's up to
Right.
you.
It could
Because
be
the
intercepted.
unseen servant just does what it's told. It's not smart about it. So it's basically a piece of paper bobbing through the city.
It could be intercepted.
So I'll have to go underground.
I'm gonna be ritual casting while we're all talking about this.
What are you ritual casting?
Skyride.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Corvo has like a big butt.
Or you can
Oh,
can you
Okay,
say
so-
Tyrone, call
You don't need
us.
three- I don't know him.
But then the whole
okay?
city
I'm
can
not
see
gonna
it.
cold skywrite someone I've
so-
never
Tyrone,
talked
call
to before.
us, and then he'll know.
Does he have sending?
he does not. He's not a
Okay,
cleric.
so,
I'm just gonna keep on doing this however
Say,
long we're deciding.
This is stupid.
There should not be.
Next time I do it, I'm gonna say, we are not heading
like, maybe
to
like-
Castro. Don't
maybe like
send
heading
your
to
minions.
Castro Bazaar. Anyone we should speak to, or
Okay.
something like that. Right.
Heading
Right.
to the Castro Bazaar. Anyone we should speak to. You have 15 more words. And you're casting this, right? That's 10.
We
Well, since
purified
maybe you
the
can respond
orbs.
to this message.
Only 2 left.
You
That's
want to tell them about the orbs?
Love you.
Yeah, we purified the
Oh.
orbs. Only 2 left. That's 7. We still have 3, 5, 6, 8 after that.
So you want to add that to it?
Um,
Can respond to this message.
Can
Sure.
you
Please respond.
Respond. Please
Yeah.
respond. That's only 2.
Yeah, so you have more
please
words.
respond. So 6 more.
Now, think really loudly in your head. Think of the
Do you want
words
to
that
tell
are
them
true to
exactly
your
where you're
heart.
going to be, or like in hiding, or in bar, or around
Hiding
city?
at Midnight Sun.
But you don't know the area. So you know what I mean? Like, or
like,
look for dark cloaks.
yeah.
Look for
Hiding in, hiding in bar, look for dark clooks.
Okay.
Next ending.
Wait, if we're going to the Castro
Castro,
though, do we want to wear dark cloaks or do we want to be extra?
You haven't got there yet. You don't know.
You don't know anything about it.
He gave you a brief description, but you haven't been there yet. You'll see. Hang on a second.
I just know that there's
Player
nothing
character
evil there
knowledge.
yet.
Player knowledge, character knowledge. Your
I
character
am.
doesn't know anything.
No,
about
but
that
what I'm
yet.
saying is, we know that the orbs are in these specific districts, so those are dangerous districts. We haven't heard anything about this, so it's potentially safe.
Omni's mom is a skag.
Oh, damn it.
I'll send you some help.
It's
No?
true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Head to. I'm looking for it. Sorry.
Oh. I should probably hit cast on this thing.
Head to the glass coffin.
We all know what it is.
Ask for Chu Ko.
Shuko?
Yes. As in 2 words, Chu Ko.
Isn't that next door a hot cookie?
They may be of help. Request a green worm. That's all you get from him.
True Guard
request-
is the best.
A green
Buy
one.
local, buy dwarven. What?
Who? What'd you
This is
say?
what I'm
He
scared
said-
What?
The True Guard is the best. Buy local, buy dwarven.
So you're giving away all the names of all of the people that are helping you.
I mean, some of them I'm just insulting. Oh yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
advertising.
He
But
can
nobody
see it,
knows
too.
who it's
Like,
from.
Well, True Guard's gonna
so.
be so happy about that, though. I don't know if he has an Etsy.
Why? Because he's a guard and you just advertise his name all over the city?
Well, he wasn't
Yay.
a spy, so. 10
Oh,
minutes
God.
later. Did I say Drugar? I meant Drogar.
Okay, so Tyrone says to ask for this person at the glass coffin in the Castro Bazaar, and they might be able to help us.
Green worm.
Well, you don't know that yet.
So let's do it.
We'll deal with all that once we get
All right. So you go over there. It takes you about an hour and a half. Everybody do kind of a stealth check.
there. Oh God.
Not to like hide in the shadows, but to keep out of view of a lot of
Natural
people.
20,
All right.
motherfuckers.
18 with not too much minus.
Nice.
Oh, it's just plus 0. 18.
There you go.
Yeah, that's
10.
pretty good.
10.
And I did roll with disadvantage. I rolled an
Yeah.
8 and a 9.
Oh, it doesn't matter for this. You're not trying.
But either way, I rolled an 8 and a 9. So.
Huh?
What did you get?
25.
25. Okay, yeah, with your friend's help, you make it through the city pretty easily. You're kind of blending into the crowd. There are a lot of people in cloaks. It's still kind of dark outside. You've noticed that the darkness has kind of lit up a little bit, but not a lot. People are keeping to themselves. This side of the city's a little bit busier than the opposite side where you started. More people out, more people moving around. You make it over some of the hills and through some of the streets and back alleys and stuff, and you finally get to an area of the city where it seems a little more lively. Shopkeepers are hawking their wares, and both men and women of all races are milling about in a busy rush. It almost seems like the whole city has shown up for an unknown festival. The streets are packed with life and laughter. You look around and see streamers hanging from beams and balconies. Some are falling, and some are even littering the streets. It looks like a huge festival has just taken place. You probably already heard this, but anyway. And the residents are trying to make it last as long as they can, but not too much care to repair the decorations. The people on the streets are milling about in regular clothes with the occasional animal costume, men dressed as women, and everything in between.
Ooh.
As you wander through the bazaar, you start to notice that the smiles seem painted on and the laughter a bit too forced. The street sellers have circles under their eyes and don't seem to be as enthusiastic about their sales. You come down a street and you see to your right homes, but that are decorated. A few shops on either side. To the left, you see a large building with a huge sign that looks kind of like a theater, and you see people moving in and out of certain storefronts. Look like pubs, bars, restaurants, and at the far, do a perception check. Anyone who's
Big
looking.
perception check.
Oy.
Actually.
Oh, shit. Oh, awesome. 19.
19.
13.
Eek.
11.
Gross.
Sorry.
4.
Okay.
Does,
Oh, wait.
5.
can I just use my passive? It's 18.
No, because you're looking for this place. On the left, at the far end of the street, Snuzzles,
Yeah.
you see on the corner a shop or tavern or something that is actually encased in all glass.
Oh my god.
That's super expensive.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
In the window, you see benches and
The oldest travel.
tables, and on some of them are men and women dancing, barely wearing anything. In the windows, you see behind them a bar full of patrons, drinks flowing. It looks like as you get closer, are you moving towards the place?
Yeah. Are there any furbolgs?
As you get closer, there are not, unfortunately. But in the back, there are tables, and there is an actual upstairs area in the back
Son of a bitch.
that has private tables.
Fair point.
You see a few people in robes and stuff up there. Yeah.
They do smell cookies?
You smell cookies? You are a cookie.
You smell
Snack.
pies and cookies and like hand pies even from the place next door to that.
Yum.
Alright.
And hand pies traditionally mean like hand meat pies
Let's
and
go.
vegetable pies and things like that.
Vegetable pies. Can we take them into this? Let's go to those fancy places. This is really nice.
Yeah.
I don't see a lot of glass over. It looks really good.
That's probably big glass.
And above it you actually see a sign that is hanging, but it is actually made of glass as well.
Wow.
And on it, looking closer, do an Arcana check for me.
14.
14. On it, it looks like a minor illusion that's permanently been spelled onto this glass panel that's swinging back and forth, and it has the words like lit up glass coffin,
Yeah.
glass coffin, glass like primitive neon, yeah.
That's great.
What?
And then it has like in like top one's pink, bottom one's green, and in red it has the shape of a coffin behind it.
That's my tattoo today, guys.
Oh my god!
Okay, let's go in.
Let's do it.
So you go in and it is packed.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people in there. It is the afternoon.
I
What?
would have never guessed by
Yeah,
looking.
it took you a while to get here.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, it's early morning. It would be about early morning. And there are still a lot of people in there.
And they're
Looks like they open kind of early.
You know, like partying.
They're not super partying,
Yeah.
but there are a lot of people around tables, a lot of people admiring the dancers. The dancers look a little sleepy.
Alright.
Looks like they've been doing it, like they either just got up or they've been doing this for a really long time.
I'll walk in and be like, wow, fairy fire, sparkles.
In the whole bar?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay.
Just make it pretty Nick and nice.
Okay.
Razzle.
I'm gonna make my way to the bar and ask for Chico.
Okay.
Chico.
You get to the bar and the bartender looks you. I don't know anything about that name.
I'm gonna.
Alright.
I'm gonna use my investigation after you said that out
Can I-
loud, because I have a really good investigation to see if somebody like.
Can I,
Okay. Do a perception actually.
But that's not us.
okay. Can I get a green worm?
Sure. What'd you roll?
18.
Yeah, you didn't see anybody.
Really?
Sure. I don't know what the hell you'd want with that, but all right. He gets behind the bar and starts making this thing, and he hands you the most disgusting drink you've ever seen in your entire life.
Ugh.
It's in a rocks glass with no rocks at all, and it is green halfway down, and on top of it is this weird foam, like this
It's like a wheatgrass shot.
off-white foam, like thick liquid almost on the top,
Or a wheatgrass shot.
and he picks up a God, they're gross, a pair of
basically describing
tweezers and pulls out something and plunks it into the drink.
And it screams.
And you see a worm float down to the bottom, and it's like streaming this creamy, gooey liquid. And he's like, "Good luck with that. That's a gold piece."
Oh
Give him a gold piece.
Jesus! Are you gonna drink it?
Hell yeah, he is.
Medicine check.
You give me 10 minutes, I'll purify it.
Ooh, but what if it has magical properties?
Do I notice anyone see me order this drink?
Nope, you do not.
Yeah, why not?
In your perception check, you also notice that there's a couple like tables in the back of the bar that are empty. It's again early in the morning, so there are a couple empty tables.
Okay.
I'll grab it.
It's-
Not that drink. Maybe a nice breakfast or afternoon ale. They have like a English.
Yeah, their
breakfast
day and
ale.
afternoon ale are kind of the same thing. It's all watered down ale.
Sure.
Can I have a Bloody Maria?
You get spirits and you get ale.
Alright.
There's not a lot of
Could
selection.
I have the non-haunting kind?
I guess
Do you want the dark spirit, the light spirit, or the ale?
The light one. That sounds not so haunting.
All right.
I guess I should. I don't know if I should drink this or not, or just take it.
It's
with me
entirely
the
up to
table.
you.
So take it with me to the table.
Okay. So you go back to one of the tables and sit
Yeah.
down with it.
Yeah.
Do you get anything else while you're there?
I get a thing of ale, do
Okay.
like wash it down with like a chaser.
Okay. Anything? Just your ale? You're gonna go back and sit.
Oh, maybe some food. Do they have any discuss coffee?
We don't have any food, but you can go next door and grab something and
Okay,
come
so-
back. We don't mind as long as you clean up after your mess.
Absolutely. I'll go over to Cookie Pie Place.
The pie place.
Pie Place, yeah.
Yeah, there's like a sweet pie place / cookie
Really?
/ like sweets, and then there's the like the meat and
Wow,
vegetable
the
pie
savory,
place. Yeah.
Vegetables, though. I'll come back with like a smattering. Meat, veggies.
You guys haven't eaten in a while either.
Yeah.
You've been up all night.
Oh, yeah.
This is gonna make us drunk.
Okay. Yeah, I'll
Can
come
I
back
use-
with like 4 savory.
What do you want to do, and I'll tell you what to use.
I'll take the
Can
bar
I
table.
use Arcana to see if that worm was a magic thing?
You can do a medicine check
Wow,
or a nature check actually. Yeah.
Oh, both are +4. 10.
10. It looks like a worm. It looks like a large mealworm.
Ew.
Drink it.
Did you want to do anything in here?
I think I'm just.
I mean,
going to,
everything's covered in glitter now, and they're just like, "What the fuck just happened?"
No one glad or anything?
Nothing. They were just a little bit like the bartender was a little bit annoyed and like,
We don't have
They're
to
like,
clean it
"You've
up.
been
It goes
drinking
away by
already."
itself.
well, they don't know that.
Uh,
It's just a
yeah.
bunch of fucking glitter
I've
everywhere.
never seen this before. I was excited.
You notice that the dancers kind of pick up a little bit. They're like, "Yeah, that's kind of cool. I'm sparkly now."
They failed their deck save.
They weren't trying
I
not
know, they were
to.
barely moving.
I grabbed the bar nuts, but nothing to drink.
There are no bar nuts.
There are no bar nuts?
No.
What kind of fucking establishment is this?
And you're having a hard time walking through here. Do a dex save for me, or a dexterity check. So just add your modifier.
Jesus Christ. Saving throw? Am I
No,
doing?
just a
the
check.
modifier?
Yeah.
+4, 5.
5. You rolled a 1.
Mm,
Yeah, you're having a problem walking through here. There is so much fucking hay on the floor. It doesn't look fresh. It stinks. It's kind of sticking to your feet.
I
It's
go
gross.
sit next to Tati and I'm like, ugh,
Okay. Start
Good
scraping
job.
off your shoes.
gross. Yeah.
You go next door and get stuff.
I'll come back with
Yeah,
two
it's like-
meat, 2 veggie pies.
Okay. It'll
Yeah,
cost you
sweet.
like 3 silver.
Okay. Yeah,
Um,
you're drinking.
And
Expensive, yo.
you are just looking around at his drink, at her drink, sitting at the table, ordering anything?
I got a spirit.
Oh yeah, that's right. That'll cost you 3 silver.
Jesus.
Take it up. You have your own money now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I do
right.
have my money.
It's under. Go.
Oh, right there. I see.
Yeah.
So, 3.
As you sit there, you're sitting there like kind of like, how long are you gonna wait?
I'm not gonna wait that much longer.
A couple hours.
Like, I'm thinking about drinking it.
You're gonna let it, get warm or cold?
Like, how long are you
Warm or
actually gonna
cold?
wait?
Couple minutes.
A couple minutes.
If it does anything.
Okay.
You know what? I'm just gonna take one for the team and just fucking chug it because you can heal me if something happens.
I mean, I can heal myself.
Or you can
Not
wait a
while
little
ill.
longer.
Huh?
I think wait a little
What's that?
longer.
So, in 10 minutes, I'll detect poison or disease.
Okay.
Just wait half an hour. Wait half an hour. See if
Yeah,
anybody shows
there wasn't
up.
any ice in the drink to begin with,
Yeah,
so it's
not like
already
cold.
room temperature.
Oh, okay.
It's not gonna get any warmer.
I'm gonna shoot it and then drink the ale right after it.
Okay. Do a Constitution check. Saving throw.
Uh, 12.
12. You swallow this, and it tastes awful. It tastes like dirt and grass
And a dead
and a
worm.
couple other things. You
Mostly dead
you
worm.
get it down,
feel
and then the worm slides in your mouth, and it
Wow.
slides down your throat, and it just hits something. And because you're kind of tired,
Deep
you just
inside.
Vomit.
Oh no!
Bleh.
Oh no!
Bleh.
I stand up and get away.
and you just kind of puke it up all over the table.
Oh,
And the bartender looks over and rolls his eyes, and
can't hang.
I'll clean it up myself. And I'll go grab some, like,
okay.
A bar towel. And a
Yeah,
mop.
there are no. Like,
no, I'll go grab
Grab
some, like,
hay.
there's like
Wipes
one
it,
bar
puts
towel in
it-
the whole bar.
The
I'll
whole
I'll
time.
grab whatever I can find to clean it up.
Okay, so hay off the floor, kind of
Yeah.
wipe it off.
Yeah.
You know, it coming up tastes even worse than going down.
Drink some of my ale.
There you go. Wash it down a little bit. About 15 minutes goes by, and one of the dancers pops down off the one of the benches, and another one replaces her. And she walks over and looks around at you and looks at the empty glass and notices that you miss the worm and reaches over and picks it up and pops it in her mouth and swallows it.
Nasty.
Grabs a chair, swings it around, looks at you straight in the eye. You should have just waited for me.
Told y'all to
You're
wait.
taking a really long time. I can get you another one.
I'm sorry. I have to work.
I
And
can
as
get
she
you
does
another
this,
one.
she's staring at you, and her features start to shift,
Oh wow.
and her hair gets
And it's
shorter.
always Mom.
Her jaw gets a little more square. Her chest shrinks. Her hips shrink. Her waist gets a little bit wider, and all of a sudden, you're staring at a completely different man.
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 Went from woman to man.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Man.
Don't worry, I'll get my own.
Okay.
And he gets up, goes over, pats the bar, orders it. The bartender kind of rolls his eyes again, just tired of all this charade. He downs it, turns around,
Hey.
sits back down.
Make me something fun.
What do you need?
Oh.
It doesn't come free.
Yeah. What?
Imagine Tyrone. Imagine Tyrone.
Tyrone sent us. What is your name?
I think you already know my name, or you wouldn't have ordered that drink.
Chuko.
Cheka.
Yeah, you need to be a little bit quieter around here. They could get you
Brother
killed.
Chucko.
Mm-hmm.
I know who you are.
Okay.
Chucko.
What do you need to tell us?
I'm just wondering why you're here.
We're here.
Do you know about the orbs? Sorry. Do you know about the orbs?
I know a little bit about it, yes. Yes, I do, as a matter of fact. And I know that you're causing quite a fuss in the city because of them.
Really? A good fuss or a bad fuss?
What do you think?
Good fuss.
Cheeky, I like that.
We only have 2 more to.
I'm spoken for.
Do a perception check for me.
Oh, these are sucky rolls. 13.
13, that's enough. So, as he's talking to everyone, you feel a tug on your pants. And you look down, and there's a small humanoid creature there.
Doing what?
What's your pass?
Passive 16.
It's 15, isn't it? Or it went
Is that
up?
passive? Yeah. Well, yeah.
Mine went
My
up.
passive is 16. Yeah.
Yeah, so it went up because your proficiencies went up probably.
Oh, cute.
Yeah. So yeah, you see it too. You see it as it's tugging like out of the corner of your eye, and you look down, and there's a small humanoid creature there, and you recognize these. And he actually hands you an ale, sets it right in front of you, smiles a little bit, kind of chuckles, and you feel something on your side, and then he bows and disappears immediately.
Are these creatures called tug jobs?
No.
I recognize them?
Yes, you do. So in
It tugged you before?
places of worship for Kate and Kayleen, these are small creatures that actually do his bidding.
Right.
Do you want to explain this to them?
Yeah. What does that mean?
So basically,
It's
they're like
backstory.
little they're little spiritual servants.
Yeah, they serve serve the same god as I do.
And like his place of worship are taverns and things like that.
Oh yeah, because all you have to do is yell tequila or rum.
Why do you think she has a morning ale with her breakfast every morning? It's a point of
Yeah,
worship.
it's not.
Keep
It's
that
not
liver
You're
on
not an alcoholic.
She's a cleric. She can
You're
fix
just
that shit.
spiritual.
Yeah, she can.
Yeah.
This is how I pray.
And you feel something slip into your pocket
But yet you can't handle her liquor.
Okay, so
while he is talking to them.
so I drink the
Yeah,
the ale
it's just
and
basic ale.
pull out whatever is in my pocket
All right.
and
Look at
It is a piece of paper that's wrapped around something.
okay.
And as you open it, it is a small medallion. And it looks like a house, like an outline of a house. So it's a square with a roof with C in the middle of it.
Cool.
And he is still like, what is it that you need? If it's information, I can provide it. But it comes at a cost.
What's the cost?
It depends on the information.
Oh.
Why is the swamp district the most dangerous district?
Have you ever been to a swamp?
They're like alligators and crocodiles. I know why it's one flavor.
I've seen Princess Bride.
And this isn't a fire swamp, so you're lucky there.
Oh,
So
great.
it was was there anything on the paper?
Yeah, it actually said, use this when speaking to Chuko.
Use this when speaking to Chugo?
Love Tyrone. With a big ol' heart.
Oh, that's really nice.
And
That's all right.
P.S. Miss you guys.
Oh. Did you tell him about me?
Not yet.
Oh, yeah.
25 words. Co-invention snuzzles.
Oh, did we have like 2
Well,
words or
okay.
something?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's already gone.
So
It doesn't last forever.
Found snuzzle.
so I'm supposed to use this
Found snuzzles.
to speak to Chugo. Like,
So
am I like?
So you put it on. I
he's
guess,
waiting
and
to like
amulet.
hear what you want from him. You summoned him, so he's here.
What do we want, guys?
What do we want? We gotta figure out which way we want to
Well,
go.
we definitely need information.
Yeah. So we want information.
What
Let's
kind
put
of
the amulet on. Any tips or pointers for the other two things that we have to do? I mean, that's what I would do. Like, if we're going to the swamp or if we're going to the Asiatic, sounds like we're going to the Asiatic. Any tips or pointers for the Asiatic? Anything that you've heard that's going on there? Or any secret entrances into any sort of chambers that we need to go to? That kind of thing. We are in search of the Asiatic Lord.
Well, my services don't come for free.
I know. How do you,
What are you doing?
I'm gonna show him the.
You're gonna slide it
I'm gonna
across the
slide the medallion. So
Wow. It looks like you're more hooked up than I thought. Alright. You can tell that bastard that I'll help you. But he owes me big time. Lay low for about an hour. I have to finish my shift. And then we will deal with this shit.
She sounds like a dancer.
And
Sorry.
he gets back up, and after like another couple of shots, he goes back up and starts dancing again for a little while.
As a he?
Yeah, as a he.
We're-
How progressive.
Yeah.
wow.
I gave him I slid him one gold piece
And he-
for helping.
Took it without even saying a word. Just
No, that's fine, but I'll be a little more inclined to help now.
You didn't hold it in your mouth, waiting for them to take it out of your mouth?
you could do that too.
No, don't do that.
You don't know where that's been.
I just have a lot of gold, so one gold piece is gonna.
I know my favorite night was tipping Josh Caldwell in quarters.
No. Oh my god, that's so tacky.
No, we were just playing. He knew better than that.
I mean, I like.
And then I tipped him $20, so there.
Yeah.
Anyway, he dances for another like hour or so. It's exhausting. You guys are there for a bit. Thank goodness you've had something to eat. The ale isn't super strong this time of day. And as he finishes, he gets down and goes into the back real quick.
Mhm.
Comes back out, fully clothed, dark cloak, and he has apparently grown long blonde hair,
Ooh.
kind of a pointed nose, some facial hair.
He's got lots of looks.
Well, that's what he does.
Oh.
And motions you to follow him.
The men's room, the ladies'
Out the door.
room.
And that's where we're going to stop today because I got to prep a whole bunch of stuff for you guys next
Okay.
time.
All
I'm
right.
gonna do my disguise sparkle magic to make myself look like him but taller.
Okay.
We don't cook anything, right? No, we're not resting or
Or-
anything.
Me
No,
and
I
Jumbo
mean-
Me.
Right.
You will need to rest pretty soon because you haven't rested in a while. But obviously it's not safe to do so here. They're called Sahagin, by the way, if I remembered halfway through.
The little beast thing.
Sahagin.
Sounds like
The
Jenner's
creepy,
playing Dungeons and Dragons.
These things.
Oh, yeah. They totally look like they could be like, miracles or whatever.
Kind of, yeah, they're like
Sahagin
fish
Mondays.
/ mirror /
It's like the same thing from
Sahagin
X-Men, right? Murlocs? Oh, that's what that is. Yeah.
Morlock.
No, like Murlocs, right?
Morlocks are from the X-Men. They're the ones
Yeah,
that live
yeah, but aren't
underground.
they kind of...
Those are like really weird mutants that
I
live
thought
in an
Morlocks were
underground
like
community.
age sort of. They just
Oh,
didn't want to
okay.
deal with.
Yeah, they're
people in
another
general.
faction of mutants.
Okay.
They came up in the X Factor a lot.
Yeah. That's when what's her face had all those tentacles, right? She had
Tentacles.
Who?
uh,
You mean Jean?
No.
No.
The one that Storm
Callisto.
was going after.
Callisto. Did she ever have
I don't
tentacles?
know.
she
No,
at some
she-
point at one point she did develop tentacles.
Oh, that's weird.
Somehow.
Let me go ahead and stop this.
It was like a secondary mutation or something like that.
Oh, and they're going through that whole section.